So, good morning. We are into this part of the canal lining. The various types of the canal lining are the concrete lining, shotcrete lining, precast concrete lining, cement mortar lining, brick lining, asphaltic lining, soil cement lining, clay puddle lining, sodium carbonate lining, stone block lining, prefabricated lightweight membrane, bentonite and clay membrane, and road oil lining, etc. We will see one by one. The first is the concrete lining. Along with this, unfortunately, due to some, if somebody comes to join, I could not listen it. That is the problem I am facing today with the headphone. The cause I don't know. Maybe due to this, यदि कोई लेट आता है तो मैं आज शायद ही ज्वाइन कर पाऊंगा इसके बाद में। ठीक है, तो ये पहला कंक्रीट लाइनिंग है जो हमारे रेगुलर कैनाल को हम देखते हैं। इट इज यूनिवर्सली डन। जनरली द थिकनेस of the concrete lining, as I have been telling you again and again, it is from 7.5 centimeter to 15 centimeter, and it is M10, M15, or nowadays M20 concrete is also used, because M10 is now outdated by Indian standard 456. So M15 and M20 concrete is used for the canal lining. The thickness of the canal lining is, as I have told, 7.5 to 15 centimeters. Generally, no reinforcement is provided to such lining. Okay. Because the purpose of reinforcement here as a structural part is not served. Only temperature reinforcement for controlling the cracks, etc., that can be provided, but it is very costly again. So therefore the reinforcement is not provided. A precaution to the earthwork. A precaution to the earthwork है ना। मैं एक बार देख लेता हूँ कोई ज्वाइनिंग को आया है क्या, क्योंकि मेरे इसमें आवाज नहीं आती आ रही है आज कोई। इफ न्यू joiner comes. The earthwork or the embankment that is done, and the concrete lining or other types of the lining we will be learning, is done over that. To arrive at the designed canal section, we have to make provision into that earthwork section for the thickness of concrete lining. Try to understand कि हमारा जो कैनाल का डिजाइन सेक्शन है ना, अभी तक के डिजाइन ऑफ कैनाल हमने थोड़ा बहुत पढ़ा है। फॉर द रिक्वायर्ड डिस्चार्ज, व्हाट इज द ट्रेपेजॉइडल सेक्शन ऑफ द कैनाल। तो डिजाइन सेक्शन तो इंटीरियर है, अंदर से है कैनाल का, ठीक है। लेकिन अभी उसके नीचे 10 सेंटीमीटर या 15 सेंटीमीटर का कंक्रीट लाइनिंग है। तो जो अर्थवर्क जो है, जो माती काम हम करते हैं कैनाल के लिए, उसमें ये 10 सेंटीमीटर की प्रोविजन रखते हैं, यानी वो कैनाल सेक्शन उतना बड़ा हम करते हैं, सो दैट विद द प्रोविजन ऑफ 10 सेंटीमीटर कंक्रीट इन द बेड एंड साइड, द रिक्वायर्ड कैनाल सेक्शन विल बी अचीव्ड। प्लीज ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड। और उसके लिए जो नीचे का अर्थवर्क है वो तो हो गया, अभी वो ध्यान में आ गया कि वो थोड़ा हम 10 सेंटीमीटर या 15 सेंटीमीटर से वो कम करते हैं, ताकि उसके ऊपर कंक्रीट आने के बाद में जो हमारा रिक्वायर्ड सेक्शन हमें अचीव होगा। लेकिन कंक्रीट करने के पहले, यानी आफ्टर अचीविंग द रिक्वायर्ड अर्थवर्क सेक्शन, वो अर्थवर्क को थोड़ा गीला करते हैं पानी से। ओके, वाटरिंग इज बीइंग डन सो दैट द वाटर फ्रॉम द कंक्रीट और मे बी आफ्टर द मेसनरी, आगे का हम जो लाइनिंग देखने वाले, दैट विल नॉट बी एब्जॉर्ब्ड। ठीक है, तो ये कंक्रीट लाइनिंग वी विल बी मूविंग बिट फास्ट। शॉर्टक्रीट लाइनिंग, इन आवर कंक्रीट टेक्नोलॉजी we learnt about the shotcrete, that is the impinging or impact of the concrete with the help of the shotcrete gun. Shotcrete word has come from the shot or gunning, gun and concrete. So shotcrete यानी फोर्स से जो कंक्रीट करते हैं उसे शॉटक्रीट कहते हैं। तो ये कैनाल के अंदर में फॉर लाइनिंग ऑफ द कैनाल shotcrete is being done. Again, it is also called as the gunniting because the gun is used. The cement and sand mixture is 1:4 is shot at the subgrade through nozzle or that gun, and thickness of the lining is about 2.5 to 6.5 centimeter. But as it has to hold the earthwork section, so it consumes a lot of the cement. Okay. The remaining procedure is the same. After completing the shotcreting, it is being finished and it is being cured like the concrete lining for 28 days. Then the next in is the precast concrete lining. है ना, जैसे अभी प्रीकास्ट टाइल्स के वगैरह रोड बनते हैं, फ्लोरिंग बनता है, तो वैसा प्रीकास्ट कंक्रीट लाइनिंग है। यहाँ फोटोग्राफ में बताया गया है, लेकिन कभी कभी बहुत बड़ी बड़ी कंक्रीट की स्लैब्स भी बनाई जाती है। इट इज ऑल्सो डन इन द बिगर कैनाल्स। इट हैज बीन प्रैक्टिस्ड इन आवर पेंच कैनाल ऑल्सो। सो देयर नियर Parshuni, near Ramtek. So precast slabs of the concrete M15 or M20 up, again thickness 5 to 6.5 centimeters or maybe more, 10 centimeters. Again, it is not reinforced. It is put, it is locked together. The joints are filled with the mortar so that there should not be any seepage. And in this case, in this method or in this way, the precast concrete lining is being done. Sometimes cement mortar lining is also practiced, wherein instead of the pure concrete, the cement mortar is sandwiched between the brick layers, and thickness of such cement mortar lining is 1.1:4 centimeter, 1 to 4 centimeter, and the method is as same as the concrete lining. But here also lot of the cement is being consumed. In olden days, brick lining was also practiced. In older canals, bricks are used. They are joined together like the masonry with a mortar of 1:6. The brick is laid in 2 layers. The first layer is of 10 centimeters, 1.2 millimeter layer means 2 layers of the regular brick size. After one layer is being done in the canal lining, the second layer is being put over that with the 1:1:3 cement mortar. And the size of the big bricks are regular, that is 30 by 15 by 5 centimeter. Okay, so this is the some short details of the brick lining. Okay, this is the photograph of the cement mortar lining, and below is the brick lining. For the lesser important canals, soil cement lining is also practiced. Means in the soil, cement is mixed or soil cement mixture is prepared along with the sand and is being laid over the inner part of the canal. After the subgrade, and after the subgrade is being prepared and is being used as a canal lining material, but again not of a durable nature. Also for a very lesser important canal, clay puddle lining, है ना, माटी का जो गोले रहते हैं, with the help of the soil and water, clay puddle is produced from clay by first exposing clay to weathering. It is then mixed with water to bring it to saturation and is pucked thoroughly under man's or cattle feast, and lining thickness is 30. Then it is protected by earth material, etc. ठीक है? So this is the clay puddle lining. Nothing different, only using the mud or the clay as the lining inside the canal, and is being protected with the grass or any earth material. Asphaltic lining is also done, जिसको हम टार या डांबर बोलते हैं, तो वैसे वो एस्फाल्टिक लाइनिंग है, but it is again a skilled work. Some asphalt lining pavers are there. So mixture of the asphalt and the grade aggregate is mixed and placed at a high temperature of 200 degrees centigrade, covered with 30 centimeter layer of earth material for protection. The mix is either placed by the hand or by the equipment or the pavers. There is another lining, sodium carbonate lining. Again, mixture of the sodium carbonate with earth is being laid. Puddle is made, or the mud made of the soil and the sodium carbonate. This is a stable mixture, so it can be used for the lining up to 10 centimeters. Again, like the brick masonry lining, stone block lining is there. It is also used in the olden days, like the pitching, consists of the undressed stone blocks, and lining is able to check the seepage effectively, and also has a considerable resistance to flow of water as the stones are undressed. Dressed stones are used, but they are very costly. Prefabricated lightweight membrane. Some plastics are used, made up of the fiber and asbestos, jute, coated with asphalt, etc. And it is laid on smooth and prepared subgrade. सबग्रेड यानी जो अर्थवर्क नीचे का रहता है उसे सबग्रेड करके कहते हैं, उसके ऊपर में लाइनिंग करते हैं. And again it is covered with a layer of earth material. Prefabricated lightweight membrane. Bentonite and clay membrane. Again a similar type of the lining. Bentonite, clay प्लस अनदर क्ले मिक्सचर, इसको यूज करते हैं. और एकदम सस्ते में सस्ता रोड ऑयल लाइनिंग है. सो रोड ऑयल इज स्प्रिंकल्ड ओवर द सबग्रेड टू ए थिकनेस ऑफ अबाउट 1.5 millimeters, sufficient to saturate subgrade to a depth of 8 centimeters. The subgrade is rolled so that oil enters the soil pores. So these are the various types of the lining we have seen. Now we will move on to the next part. Just I wanted to check somebody has entered. As I have told you that I have the problem of today some headphone. ठीक है, अभी आगे में हम चलते हैं. We will move on to the design of the lined canal. ठीक है, बहुत सिंपल है. लाइंड कैनाल जो रहते हैं वो दो सेक्शन में दिए जाते हैं जनरली. The canal lining or the lined canals are given in two sections as shown on your screen. The first is triangular shaped or curved channel. ऊपर में जैसे बताया है तो triangular shaped or curved channel, and second is trapezoidal shaped और flat bottom shaped channel. दो जो है ना, कैनाल जो है वो ट्रेपेजॉइडल शेप ही रहता है या ट्रायंगुलर भी रह सकता है, छोटा कैनाल है तो. लेकिन जब हम लाइनिंग करते हैं तो उसके जो कॉर्नर है, जैसे ट्रायंगल का नीचे का कॉर्नर है where the two sides meet, as well as in the trapezoid, the left and the right corner at the bottom, where the sides and the bottom width meet. Those are made smooth, those are made circular. सर्कल का जैसा आर्क रहता है एक, तो वैसा वो किया जाता है. That is, overall the lining is being done to the either the triangular canal or to the trapezoidal canal. The side slopes are so selected that they are nearly equal to the angle of repose of the soil, so that no earth pressure is imposed on the canal lining. बहुत important कि ये जो लाइनिंग के साइड स्लोप ऐसे चुने जाते हैं कि that angle theta which is shown in this figure, or the side slope, is such that the soil should not slip or should not impose a pressure on the concrete lining. So therefore that those side slopes are nearly equal to angle of repose of the soil, angle of internal friction भी बोलते हैं उसको, है ना, सॉइल मैकेनिक्स या जियो टेक्निकल इंजीनियरिंग में पढ़ा है आप. And the corners are rounded off to improve the hydraulic efficiency. मैंने आपको बताया, all the corners are rounded off. So now we will be moving into the next part, that is the design part. Just before that, we will understand both the similarity between both the triangular and the trapezoidal section. The depth of the canal is denoted by small d. The breadth is b for the trapezoidal canal. As the canal corners are rounded off, if we will go to the triangular canal, then you can see it is rounded off, and the radius at these two ends of that arch shown, which is enclosed by angle 2 theta. ठीक है, ये दो रेडियस के बीच में for the triangular section, the inner angle is 2 theta. Why? Because the angle on the left, that is horizontal and slope of the line, also on the right, is theta. So therefore this inner angle is 2 theta. In the same way, for the trapezoidal, on the left and right corners, the angle is theta, which is equal to the angle of slope of the canal on the sides. Okay? With this knowledge, we will move further. So depth is d, small d. Therefore, the radius of this curve or this arch is also small d. Okay? So radius is also denoted by small d. So small d does not denote diameter. It denotes the radius or depth. So don't confuse with the radius and the small d. D is the depth or the radius, not the diameter, because आगे में confusion हो सकता है, इसलिए अभी clear कर दिया. The triangular shaped canals are for the small discharges. छोटे canal के लिए triangular करते हैं. For higher discharges, trapezoidal sections are adopted. The velocity, limiting velocity into the lined canal is 1.8 meter per second. And if, ये तो हम ट्रेपेजॉइडल और ट्रायंगुलर ही यूज करते हैं, लेकिन एक आधे बार सर्कुलर सेक्शन हमें बोला गया, बिकॉज इट इज वेरी डिफिकल्ट टू कंस्ट्रक्ट द सर्कुलर सेक्शन, but it can be adopted for the discharges more than 85 cumex. But up till now, I have not seen anywhere the circular section. However, the Indian standard recommends the trapezoidal section for all discharges. Okay. Now we will move on to a very simple process of design of the canal section, and then we will move on to certain numericals and the remaining part, that is the economics. So in order to, we have discussed earlier, the designing means what? Designing means its inner dimensions, either the depth, the bed width, okay, and the longitudinal slope. What we know the discharge Q, as the canal is lined either with concrete or any other material whose rugosity coefficient or roughness coefficient n is known. The longitudinal slope s, if it is given, then it is known. If not, then it is to be found out. Side slopes, if given, it is well and good, else we have to assume. Generally 1.5:1 side slopes are adopted for the canal lining. ठीक है, क्या करते हैं? What slopes we adopt? We adopt either 1.5:1 or 2:1. ठीक है, 1:1 भी कर सकते हैं, लेकिन 1.5:1 is the general adopted. Means 1 vertical and 1.5 horizontal. Limiting velocity v, if it is given, well and good, else it has to be assumed as 1.8 to 2 meters per second. Now the procedure. So knowing the limiting velocity v, rugosity coefficient n, and longitudinal slope s, work out the hydraulic mean depth r by the use of Manning's equation. We know that v is equal to 1 by n, r raised to 2 by 3, s raised to half. Manning's formula for the velocity. So by knowing the velocity, rugosity coefficient and the slope, we can find the r. We know that r is equal to area divided by perimeter. Now the area can be found out by the continuity equation. We also know that q is equal to area into velocity, therefore area is equal to q by v. So area is known, r is known, r is equal to a by p, therefore p is equal to a by r. Very simple. So after knowing area and perimeter, we know the formula for area, that is BD plus SD square. Or what is the formula for that rounded portion, etc., that we'll be seeing in the next slide. And we also know the perimeter, that is the weighted perimeter, weighted boundary of the canal, either triangular or the trapezoidal. So by knowing both these and the formula for this, the unknown depth or the bed width can be found out. Area is known, perimeter is known, so we can find out the breadth as well as the depth. How? Let us move to the next slide. So find out the weighted perimeter P is equal to A by R, because area is found out from the continuity equation. Q is equal to area into velocity. Q is known, velocity is known, so area can be found out. R is found out earlier, R is equal to A by P, we know. So therefore the perimeter can be found out. So now let us move to the some geometrical part. ठीक है, for the trapezoidal shaped, नीचे का जो है, for the trapezoidal shaped channel, the area of cross section, ये है ना नीचे का trapezoidal, इसमें क्या है, base width B है, depth D है. So this canal or the channel consists of three parts, three main parts. Which are they? The rectangular central part, which has the area B multiplied by D, and area, total area of the trapezoid is equal to, first is that central area B into D. I think everybody is listening and trying to understand. ठीक है, बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है ये. पहले हम ट्रेपेजॉइड का समझ लेते हैं और उस पर से ट्रायंगल कैसा निकालते हैं वो भी समझ लेते हैं. एंड आई थिंक सबको सुनाई दे रहा है ना मेरा आवाज और स्लाइड दिख रही है? हेलो नीलेश?
यस सर. यस सर.
हाँ ठीक है, ठीक. So area is equal to B into D, central rectangular part. Now we move on to the, first we will move on to the one side, either left side, and इसको डबल करते हैं तो पूरा आ जाता है, क्योंकि राइट साइड में भी उतना ही एरिया है. तो अभी नेक्स्ट हम मूव होते हैं, दैट इज द सेक्टरल एरिया. जो ये थीटा एंगल से जो सेक्टर बना है वो एरिया हमें निकालना पड़ेगा, है ना. सो द टोटल सर्कल का एरिया जो है दैट इज पाई डी स्क्वायर बाय 4. Again here d is the radius. So total circle यदि हमने लिया with the radius d, it will be pi d square by 4. This angle is theta. So therefore compartment of this theta of the whole is equal to pi by 4. Theta divided by pi by 4 और 4 theta by pi और मल्टीप्लाइड बाय पाई डी स्क्वायर बाय 4, तो 4 4 कैंसल होते हैं, तो पाई डी स्क्वायर और पाई आर स्क्वायर सर्कल का एरिया इंटू थीटा ऑफ द पाई. तो ये सेक्टरल एरिया और ये इधर का एक एरिया इधर का है ना, तो इसलिए इट इज थीटा अपॉन पाई बाय 2 और 2 टाइम्स, तो इसलिए फिर से 4 थीटा अपॉन पाई, ये 4 और पाई डी स्क्वायर बाय 4 का 4 4 कट जाता है, तो ये सेक्टर दोनों साइड का एरिया होता है पाई डी स्क्वायर इंटू थीटा अपॉन पाई. ठीक है, प्लीज ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड. नाउ द नेक्स्ट इज दिस ट्रायंगल रिमेनिंग पार्ट. दिस ट्रायंगल as it is shown in this upper scale, upper sketch, ये जो ट्रायंगल है after the rectangle and the sectoral part, remaining part is triangle, which is a right angle triangle because the radius always meets to the circle or the tangent at the perpendicular. ठीक है, तो ये जो ट्रायंगल है राइट एंगल ट्रायंगल एट द एंड either of the triangular portion or of the trapezoidal portion, it is making internal angle theta. Another angle is 90 degrees. Okay, so therefore the side length, the side slope length of the trapezoid is d cot theta. ठीक है, cot theta is equal to, we know that hypotenuse, this cot theta is equal to the base divided by perpendicular, that is d divided by x is equal to cot theta. Therefore x is equal to d into cot theta. ठीक है, so therefore the side of this right angle triangle is d cot theta. इसलिए उसका एरिया कितना हो गया, 1/2 ऑफ बेस इंटू हाइट. सो राइट एंगल ट्रायंगल और एनी ट्रायंगल 1/2 ऑफ बेस इंटू हाइट, सो 1/2 ऑफ बेस इज डी कॉट थीटा, है ना, डी कॉट थीटा मल्टीप्लाइड बाय डी इज इट्स हाइट, परपेंडिकुलर हाइट, so it will be d square cot theta by 2. On the left side in right it is shown in the box of the slide. So cot theta is equal to d by x, so x is equal to d cot theta. So therefore area of triangle is equal to 1/2 of d cot theta into d, so d square cot theta by 2. और ऐसे लेफ्ट साइड में एक ट्रायंगल है और राइट साइड में एक ट्रायंगल है, दो ट्रायंगल है, so therefore do 2 times d square cot theta by 2, 2 कैंसल हो जाएंगे तो d square cot theta. So bd plus d square theta plus d square cot theta. ठीक है, only question is knowing the theta by knowing the slope, side slope of the canal, वो हम देखते हैं. Now what is the similarity between the triangular and the trapezoidal portion? In triangular only difference is the center rectangle is absent, बाकी वैसा के वैसा ही है. यानी ये ऊपर के एरिया में से यदि BD हम घटा देते हैं, B into D, the remaining will be the triangle's area or that triangular section area, that is d square theta plus d square cot theta, है ना. Please try to understand. So this area for the trapezoidal section is BD plus d square by d square theta plus d square cot theta, and for the triangular it will be d square theta plus d square cot theta. BD will be not be there. Okay, सो जस्ट अभी हम ट्रेपेजॉइडल में है, तो ट्रायंगुलर का कैसा पता कर सकते हैं ये हम समझ लेते हैं, क्योंकि दोनों टाइप के न्यूमेरिकल हमें आ सकते हैं. सो एरिया BD plus D square theta plus cot theta for the trapezoid. The perimeter is the base width B 2 times, यानी दोनों साइड में, ये दिस इज फॉर द ट्रेपेजॉइडल. सो 2 into D theta, that is the sectoral length, दोनों साइड की कॉर्नर की नीचे सर्कुलर सेक्टर लेंथ, 2 times D theta plus 2 times D cot theta is that side slope length, अगेन दोनों साइड की, लेफ्ट और राइट साइड की. ठीक है. तो ये यदि हम ट्रायंगुलर सेक्शन का पेरीमीटर निकालते हैं तो सिर्फ ये B उसमें से निकल जाएगा. The perimeter will be 2D into theta plus cot theta for the triangle. For the triangle, the area will be D square into theta plus cot theta. BD will be absent because no central portion is there for the triangular canal lined section. Okay. So since area and perimeter are known, the value of bed width and the depth can be worked out by those earlier equations of area and perimeter that we have found out. The values of n may be taken. These various values are given for the various surfaces, or they are given in the numerical. We will see some solution of the numericals, and then we will move on to the next part or the last part. I think everybody, जितने भी class में, unfortunately very less number of students are there today. And I just wanted to check कोई आया क्या join होने के लिए. शायद कोई नहीं है होगा, है ना, because we don't understand the importance of the subject, unfortunately. So design a trapezoidal shaped concrete lined, trapezoidal पूछा है, ट्रायंगुलर नहीं है. तो ट्रेपेजॉइडल बोला तो हमारे सामने वो दूसरा स्केच आना चाहिए, और फिर से वैसे ही एरिया और पेरीमीटर के फॉर्मूले और मैनिंग्स फार्मूला 3 ही से तो ये सब न्यूमेरिकल सॉल्व हो जाता है. कैसा होता है देखते हैं, चलो. सो डिजाइन ए ट्रेपेजॉइडल शेप कैनाल लाइनिंग, concrete line canal to carry a discharge of 100 cumex at a slope of 25 centimeter per kilometer और 0.25 मीटर पर 1000 मीटर, है ना. 1 किलोमीटर यानी 1000 मीटर, और 100 सेंटीमीटर इज इक्वल टू 1 मीटर. दोनों को मीटर में कन्वर्ट कर सकते हैं. अगेन टू गेट ऑल द यूनिट्स इन मीटर, दिस इज इन क्यूमेक्स, so slope should also be in meter per meter, that is 0.25 meter per 1000 meter. ठीक है. Please try to understand this. slope हमने last time also we tried to understand. The side slope of the canal or the channel is 1.5:1. मैंने आपको बोला था लाइनिंग में जनरली 1.5:1 ऐसा कैनाल का इनर स्लोप रहता है. Rugosity coefficient is given as 0.016. The velocity assumption, or assume the limiting velocity of the lined canal as 1.5 meter per second. अभी इतना देखने के बाद में आपके आंखों के सामने सॉल्यूशन आना चाहिए कि फर्स्ट द कंटिन्यूटी इक्वेशन Q is equal to area into velocity. Velocity is known, but Q is known 100 km. So we can find out the area. Now we know the velocity, we know the rugosity coefficient n, we know the slope s, that is 0.25 on 1000. So in that Manning's formula, V is known, n is known 1 by n, r is unknown, slope is known, s, r raised to 2 by 3, s raised to half, s is known. So we can find out r. We know the area, just now we have found out. So r is equal to area divided by p. R is known, found from that Manning's equation. So perimeter can be known. So area and perimeter values are known, magnitude is known. Now area is equal to again that BD plus that in terms of the theta and cot theta, perimeter in terms of the theta and cot theta. So we can find out the breadth and the depth. How? Let us move further. Now the Manning's equation, V is equal to 1 by n. Slope, as I have told, 25 upon 100, that is 0.25 meters, and 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meter. So 1 upon 4000 is the slope. Velocity is given as 1.5 meter per second. Rugosity coefficient is given. So in that Manning's equation, all other values are put, velocity, n, and slope. Slope raised to half है तो इसलिए square root किया उसका. So we can find out the R, that is the hydraulic mean depth. R is equal to area divided by perimeter. Now very important thing to understand here. For the side slope of 1.5 is to 1. ठीक है, 1.5 is to 1. The cot theta is equal to 3. Okay. Please try to understand how cot theta is equal to 1.5. यह है ना 1.5 is to 1. So cot theta is 1.5 divided by 1 ऐसा आता है वो, तो इसलिए 1.5. ठीक है. एग्जाम में भी आप ऐसे ही कर सकते हैं, जो स्लोप आपको दिया है वो स्लोप की वैल्यू सीधी वो कॉट थीटा ले सकते हैं, लेकिन कैसा आया वो निकाल के देखिए एक बार ज्योमेट्रिकली. ठीक है. सो कॉट थीटा इज इक्वल टू 1.5 और 1.5 to 1 में का 1.5 लिया डिवाइडेड बाय 1 इज दैट कॉट थीटा. थीटा फ्रॉम द कैलकुलेटर you can find out, which is equal to in terms of the radian, 0.59 radian. Also in terms of the degrees also you can find out. But here we don't want degrees, we want in radians and the cot theta value. So area is equal to Q by V, 100 is the discharge, divided by 1.5 meter per second. So area is known, R is known. So perimeter can be found out because R is equal to A by P. So P is equal to A by R. Area is 66.67 divided by the hydraulic mean depth 1.87 from this above calculation. So perimeter is equal to 35.65 meters. Perimeter is always in length. So its unit is meter. Area is always in meter square. So its unit is in meter square, length into breadth. So the equation of the area is equal to BD plus D square into theta upon in plus cot theta. Area is 66.67. Perimeter is equal to B for the trapezoidal section. For triangular, these first two terms will be missing. For the area and perimeter, that is BD and B. यदि triangular section है तो, so it is trapezoidal. So BD plus D square into theta plus cot theta, and for the perimeter B plus 2D into theta plus cot theta. Substituting values of the theta and cot theta, two equations, two unknowns B and D. So we can solve these two equations. Okay. I don't think that I need to explain you how to solve it. ठीक है, दो इक्वेशन है, दोनों में से आप एक क्वाड्रेटिक इक्वेशन बना सकते हैं, either in terms of the breadth or in terms of the depth, and you can find out the value of the D as 2.145 meter, and the breadth again from this above equation can be found out, which is equal to 26.68 meter. ठीक है, मैंने ये यहाँ पे राइट साइड में ऐसे क्वाड्रेटिक इक्वेशन लिख के रखा है कि ax स्क्वायर प्लस bx प्लस c इज इक्वल टू 0, और इसका जो वैल्यू आती है ऑफ दैट x इज इक्वल टू प्लस माइनस इज इक्वल टू b स्क्वायर प्लस माइनस स्क्वायर रूट 4ac अपॉन 2a. Either this or with the help of your calculator also you can find out the value of the unknown x. Here it is D. ठीक है, depth of the canal. By knowing these equations, equation number A and B in terms of the B and D. I don't think it is very difficult. So this is all in all the design of the lined canal. If discharge, velocity, slope and rugosity coefficient are known. ठीक है, bed width है 26.68 and the depth is 2.15. ठीक है, let us move further. We will see another numerical. Again, solve the example ऊपर का when the limiting value of velocity is not given but b by d is pointed. या जो पहला न्यूमेरिकल है फिर से एक बार रीराइट करते हैं. Design a trapezoidal shaped lined canal. Discharge 100 cumex, slope 25 centimeter per kilometer. Side slope 1.5:1. Rugosity coefficient is given. Only thing is velocity is not given, but b by d, breadth by the depth ratio is given, which is equal to 8. So again, applying the same logic, solving the same equations. Only in earlier numerical we were not knowing the relation between b and d. Here it is given. So b is equal to 8 times d, and then we can solve it. Again on the same logic, let us move how to solve it. फिर से area is equal to bd plus d square into theta plus cot theta, और bd plus 2.09, वो थीटा प्लस कॉट थीटा हमने पहले निकाला ही था पिछले न्यूमेरिकल में. सो इट इज 2.09 डी स्क्वायर. पेरीमीटर इज इक्वल टू b प्लस 4.18 d. वेलोसिटी discharge divided by area, that is 100 divided by bd plus 2.09 d square. R, hydraulic mean depth, is area divided by perimeter, that is bd plus 2 in 2.09 d square upon b plus 4.18 d. Manning's formula use करेंगे हम, which is equal to 1 by n r raised to 2 by 3 s raised to half. Rugosity coefficient we have put. R raised to 2 by 3 is unknown, rest is known, slope. So the rugosity, the hydraulic mean depth raised to 2 by 3 in terms of unknown velocity equation we have found out. R की वैल्यू हमने निकाला है bd plus 2.09 d square upon b plus 4.18 d raised to 2 by 3 into 1.01. Here above we have found out r raised to 2 by 3 upon 1.01 raised to. Okay, so therefore that 1.01 into v, 100 divided by bd plus 2.09 d square. Equating both these equation, solving both on both sides of the equation, and in terms of the b and d, we know that b by d is 8 or 8d. d डालते हैं और ये इक्वल टू 8 टाइम्स 2.49 19.89. इसको राउंड किया तो ब्रेड्थ इज इक्वल टू 20 एंड डेप्थ इज इक्वल टू 2.5. ठीक है, थोड़ा कॉम्प्लिकेशन ये bd और d स्क्वायर के इसको सॉल्व करना है, थोड़ा तकलीफ वाला काम है इन बिटवीन. लेकिन आई डोंट थिंक इन यूर लेटेस्ट कैलकुलेटर्स इट इज बिट डिफिकल्ट. थोड़ा सॉल्व करेंगे. हमें b by d का रेशियो दिया है तो ऑल दिस इक्वेशन कैन बी अरेंज्ड इन ओनली वन अननोन, दैट इज इन टर्म्स ऑफ द d. या ऐसा आता है आखिरी में d raised to 8 by 3 is equal to all these 101 divided by 10.09, 12.18 divided by 10.09 raised to 2 by 3. तो हम d निकाल सकते हैं इसको 3 by 8 करके. ठीक है, d raised to 8 by 3 is equal to 11.348. So therefore d is equal to 11.348 raised to 3 by 8. एट्थ रूट बोलेंगे अपन उसका. तो ऐसा ये सॉल्व कर सकते हैं, लेकिन फिर से दिस नीड्स योर प्रैक्टिस, रेगुलर प्रैक्टिस. अगेन वेरियस न्यूमेरिकल दिया है, साइड स्लोप दिया है. हियर इट इज 1:1 by 1 and 1/4, यानी ये है it is 5/4, or we can say it is 1.25:1, है ना. 1/4 है 20. पहले क्या दिया था, 1.5:1. So it is 1.25:1 is the slope. The Manning's n is given, discharge is given, gradient is given. You have to design the canal. Again, that equation we know, d square into theta plus cot theta. So the d is the depth of central portion. Perimeter is equal to 2d into theta plus cot theta. Hydraulic mean depth r is equal to a by p, which is equal to d by 2. ठीक है, d square upon d square into theta plus cot theta, 2d into theta plus cot theta. ये दोनों कट जाते हैं तो r is equal to d by 2. Again, from the Manning's equation, we find out all those velocity is equal to 1 by n r raised to 2 by 3. R d is equal to d by 2 square root 1 upon 10,000. And the velocity equation in terms of the d, we can find out velocity is equal to discharge upon area, which is discharge is 45, area is d square into theta plus cot theta. For cot theta 1.25, मैंने बताया आपको 1.25:1. So cot theta is 1.25. Therefore theta in radians you can find out with the help of your calculator, which is 0.675. ये 1.25:1 ऐसा स्लोप रहता है, और ये हो गया अंदर का एंगल थीटा. So cot theta is equal to 1.25/1, or the adjacent side upon opposite side. So it is 1.25. Therefore the theta is equal to 0.675. So theta known, cot theta known, only d is unknown, depth is not known. So velocity in terms of depth, and here also velocity in terms of depth, दोनों को equate करते हैं, दोनों equation को, so we can find out the depth. How? Let us see further. So velocity is 45 upon d square, दोनों velocity को equate किया, the depth comes as 4.88 meters. ठीक है? So this is all in all, and from this depth we can find out the breadth with the help of the area formula. Now there are such various numerous formulas are there, numerous numericals are there based on the same. ठीक है, अभी हम आखिरी पार्ट में जाते हैं, and then we will wind up. I request you all to please solve the numericals and get yourself practiced, because due to or solve the assignments also. या मैं आपको नोट्स देता हूं, प्लीज गो थ्रू दोस. सबसे पहले में मैंने अनसॉल्व्ड लास्ट 3 years के क्वेश्चंस दिए, तो उसमें से भी न्यूमेरिकल आप सॉल्व कीजिए. आपके नोट्स में मैंने भरपूर सॉल्यूशन दिया है. ठीक है, आखिरी में लास्ट पार्ट ऑफ आवर यूनिट, दैट इज द इकोनॉमिक्स ऑफ कैनाल लाइनिंग. कैनाल लाइनिंग करने के बाद में कैनाल को क्या बेनिफिट्स होते हैं, है ना. क्योंकि कैनाल लाइनिंग को खर्चा बहुत आता है. कंक्रीट जब करते हैं, आइदर कंक्रीट का, एस्फाल्ट का, ब्रिक मैसनरी, एनी टाइप ऑफ द लाइनिंग, इट्स नीड्स crores of the rupees. So against the cost of the canal lining, do we get any benefit? कुछ बचता है क्या हमारा? और फिर कैनाल उसको बेनिफिट और कॉस्ट रेशो करके बोलते हैं, यानी बेनिफिट की कीमत और लगने वाले खर्चे की कीमत, ये दोनों का रेशो जो है, यानी बेनिफिट हरदम ज्यादा रहना चाहिए. मींस बेनिफिट टू कॉस्ट रेशो शुड बी मोर देन 1. देन एंड ओनली देन वी कैन से दैट द लाइनिंग ऑफ द कैनाल इज इकोनॉमिकल. ठीक है. So therefore the benefits accrued or received from the lining should be greater than extra cost to be incurred on lining. यानी लाइनिंग के ऊपर जो ज्यादा का खर्चा आने वाला है, उसका हमें ये देखना है कि whether that is economical or not. So the first we will calculate the benefits, and then we will calculate the extra cost for the lining, find out the ratio, and try to understand whether it is economical or not. द मेजर बेनिफिट इज सेविंग ऑफ द सीपेज वाटर, जो पानी पहले पाजर के जाता था सीपेज से, which would have been lost from the unlined canal. So the water when supplied to farmers will yield revenue. ऐसा अभी हम समझते हैं, है ना। पानी जो सीपेज होके जाएगा वो यदि हमने बचाया तो वो ज्यादा के काश्तकारों को फायदा दिलाएगा, तो वो ज्यादा हमें ये रेवेन्यू मिलेगा, पैसा मिलेगा। सो इफ क्यू क्यूमेक्स ऑफ द वाटर इज सेव्ड, है ना, जस्ट कैलकुलेशन के लिए, सम क्यूमेक्स, क्यू यानी कोई भी 50-100 क्यूमेक्स ऑफ द वाटर इज सेव्ड इन कैनाल लाइनिंग, और ये क्यूमेक्स पानी की कीमत है R1 रुपीज पर by the be the cost of water per cubic. R1 rupees is the cost of per cubic. So total saving is equal to Q into R1 rupees. The another benefit is due to the maintenance cost of the lined canal compared to that of the unlined canal, है ना। कैनाल लाइनिंग करने के बाद उसके ऊपर का जो मेंटेनेंस है, हर साल सिल्ट निकालना, घास निकालना, कैनाल सेक्शन मेंटेन करना, तो वो खर्चा हमारा बचता है। तो वो कैसा होता है फिर, लेट पी बी द परसेंटेज सेविंग इनटू एनुअल मेंटेनेंस कॉस्ट इज रुपीज R2 फॉर द अनलाइंड कैनाल। इफ P is the percentage saving in the annual maintenance cost which is rupees R2 for the unlined canal, then saving in the annual maintenance cost is P into R2 rupees, यानी R2 यानी कोई समझो 1000 रुपए, 2000 रुपए, 1 लाख, 2 लाख रुपए। इफ दिस इज कैनाल वुड नॉट हैव बीन लाइन्ड, कैनाल को लाइनिंग नहीं किया रहता तो उसको R2 रुपीज यानी 1000-2000 रुपए हर साल खर्चा आया रहता, लेकिन लाइनिंग करने के कारण उसमें P परसेंटेज यानी 5%, 10% की सेविंग आ गया। कुछ मेंटेनेंस है लेकिन लाइनिंग करने के कारण मेंटेनेंस कम हो गया। सो देयरफॉर द मेंटेनेंस कॉस्ट सेव्ड और सेविंग इन एनुअल और द वार्षिक मेंटेनेंस कॉस्ट इज P into R2 रुपीज। सो टोटल बेनिफिट्स पर ईयर इज इक्वल टू ये ऊपर का Q into R1 ड्यू टू द सीपेज सेविंग लॉस, and the Q into R1 plus P into R2, that is the maintenance cost. Generally maintenance cost is taken, saving in maintenance cost is taken 40%, so that P is equal to that 0.4। देखो 40% तक मेंटेनेंस कॉस्ट का खर्चा बचता है। बिसाइड्स द अबव बेनिफिट्स देयर आर अदर न्यूमरस बेनिफिट्स, लेकिन जो एक्सेस सीपेज है, इवेपोरेशन लॉसेस है, वो हम इतने कंसीडर करते नहीं है, दे वेर नॉट दैट मच मेजर। सो बेनिफिट इज इक्वल टू Q into R1 plus P into R2। Now the other benefits are there. So maintenance cost we have seen. So the benefits, now the cost of expenditure, extra cost of the lining. So extra expenditure on canal lining भी C rupees, है ना। कैनाल यदि लाइन नहीं करते तो वैसे ही माटी का कैनाल रहता, लेकिन लाइनिंग किया कंक्रीट तो उसको उतना ज्यादा का खर्चा है, वो समझो C रुपीज है, सम 1 लाख रुपए, 2 लाख रुपए है, दैट्स शोन बाय द C। P1 इज द टोटल पेरीमीटर ऑफ द लाइनिंग, कैनाल का जो लाइनिंग का पेरीमीटर है, वेटेड पेरीमीटर, वो P1 है। L is the length of the canal lining and C is the cost of lining per meter square. Then the capital C, that is the canal lining cost, is small c, that is the cost of the lining per meter square multiplied by the perimeter multiplied by length, that is area of the canal lining multiplied by the cost per meter square of the canal lining. So this is the extra expenditure calculated by subtracting the saving cost, etc., cost of the drainage, bridges, earthwork, etc. Let life of the canal or the lining is n years. लाइनिंग करने के बाद 10 साल 20 साल कैनाल अच्छा रहता है। एंड I be the percentage rate of the interest expressed as fraction per year, है ना। ये पैसा यदि हमने खर्चा ना करते हुए ये बैंक में रखा रहता तो उसके ऊपर हमें क्या मिला रहता, then the annual cost of the extra expenditure on lining is equal to C into I. I is the interest rate, plus 1 raised to n up multiplied by 1 plus I raised to n minus 1 raised to minus 1. This is the statistical formula. So this is the cost, and therefore the benefit cost ratio is equal to the total benefits of the lining due to due to that seepage and the maintenance cost saving divided by the cost of the extra cost of the lining. That is the benefit cost ratio, and this benefit cost ratio should always be greater than 1. Okay, for the project this benefit cost ratio should be greater than 1. This is just a part of the economics due to the lining. ठीक है, इसके ऊपर न्यूमेरिकल भी है, we will see the numerical next time, है ना. ये कभी पूछते हैं, let us these are given in your notes. We will definitely see next time this numerical, and then we will move further. So here friends, we are ending our this unit of canal lining or the canals. Next time we will start with your 6th unit.